Let me guess. You were going to start today, right? That project, that workout, that thing you've been postponing for, let's say, 5 months, years? Since the last season of Stranger Things? You're not lazy. You're not broken. You're just caught in the biggest lie we've all told ourselves. I'll start tomorrow. The great myth of tomorrow. Tomorrow is a myth, a fantasy. It's like Narnia, but without the talking animals and British accents. The closer you get to it, the more it moves away. Ever notice that? Waiting for the perfect moment? Yeah, about that. It doesn't exist. There's no magical day when the universe aligns, birds sing on key, and your brain suddenly screams, let's change our entire life today. Micro starts, mega wins. Here's the secret. You don't need to be a hero. You just need to move. One step, one sentence, one push-up. That's it. It's not about big leaps. It's about starting tiny and staying steady. Start so small, it's impossible to fail. Need to write a book? Start with one sentence. Want to get fit? Put on your shoes. That's it. Boom. Day 1. What you're actually losing. Every time you delay, you lose something. Momentum, confidence, that tiny bit of courage you had. Gone. And it gets harder to start, not easier. Comparison starts to sting. You wonder, why not me? But here's the harsh truth. It could have been you, if you just started. The motivation lie. Waiting for motivation is like waiting for a cat to text you back. Motivation doesn't come before action. It comes because of it. Action fuels motivation, not the other way around. That spark you're waiting for? It's hiding in your first 5 minutes. Just start, even badly. Especially badly. Your life doesn't change on some future date marked on a calendar. It changes the moment you stop waiting. The moment you start. You think it's too late? That the world's already taken off without you? Here's the punchline. Some of the most iconic people didn't even start until later. The difference? They didn't wait for perfect. They started when they were ready to stop waiting. You've probably spent more time thinking about starting than it would have taken to actually start. Overthinking is procrastination in a tuxedo. It looks smart, feels productive, but it keeps you stuck. Here's what helps. Don't plan the perfect first move. Plan the next move. That's it. Just do one thing that leads somewhere. The next step will make more sense once you're moving. The first day is the hardest. Welcome to day 1. The land of self-doubt, awkward efforts, and 14 browser tabs open on how to be productive. Starting isn't about doing it right. It's about doing it. Even if you fumble, especially if you fumble. Every expert was once a beginner. Every master had a messy day 1. Yours is just as valid. The compound effect of consistency, you won't notice the power of starting until you keep going. One day becomes 2, then a week, then a habit. That's where the magic happens. Small daily actions beat big inconsistent ones. Starting once is brave. Continuing? That's powerful. What you gain when you begin. When you start, you gain more than just progress. You gain self-respect, clarity, momentum. You stop being the person who only dreams and become the one who does. You'll still trip, still get scared. But now, you're in motion. And that's what makes you unstoppable. The fire you're waiting for? It's already in you. You just have to light it. Not tomorrow. Not next year. Today. This loop right here? It's the invisible fence that keeps your life smaller than it's supposed to be. Not because you aren't talented, but because you're scared of being seen starting small. Here's the truth. People aren't laughing at you. They're too busy worrying about their own loop. And the few who do laugh? They've never done anything worth starting anyway. The 5-second window, you've got about 5 seconds. That's how long it takes for your brain to kill a good idea with overthinking. You get a flash, go to the gym, record the podcast, hit send, and then your brain steps in like, whoa, let's overanalyze this to death. Want to win? Beat the 5-second kill switch. When the idea flashes, move. Don't wait to feel brave. Bravery lives in motion. The lie of later. Later is where dreams go to die. It feels safe, like a waiting room for greatness. But most people who sit there never get called in. Nothing magical happens next Monday. If you wait until conditions are perfect, you'll be waiting forever. The only perfect condition is your willingness to begin. The alternate reality: every day you delay, you're building the version of you who didn't try. But every day you take action, even tiny action, you're building the version of you who did. Want to meet the best version of yourself? Go where they're going, and they're already on the road. Making it stick. Starting once is powerful, but making it stick? That's where you change your life. Link the new to the old. Add your start to something automatic. It doesn't have to be flashy, just consistent. Tiny anchors that lock your dream into your daily life. You don't need to be anyone else. You just need to be you in motion. Starting small, starting scared, but starting today. That's where everything changes. Fade to black. Whispered text on screen. Start. Before you're ready. Here's what nobody tells you. Transformation doesn't announce itself. It creeps in quietly. You'll look up one day and realize you're not the same person who was too afraid to begin. Confidence isn't loud. It's quiet certainty built over hundreds of private wins. And it starts with showing up. Embracing the boring middle. The middle is boring. It's where you question your life choices while meal prepping at 9 p.m. or editing videos no one's watching. But this is where legends are built. Greatness isn't a lightning bolt. It's the slow burn of staying in the game when nobody's clapping yet. Rewiring identity. You're not chasing goals. You're rewriting who you believe you are. Every act of courage chips away at the lie that said you weren't enough. This is deeper than productivity. It's identity sculpting. Start, and you begin remembering who you were always meant to be. The power of micro wins. You don't need fireworks. Celebrate the micro wins. They're how the brain learns. Oh, we do this now. One good choice leads to another. And before you know it, the momentum makes you unstoppable. Other people are watching. When you start showing up, others notice. Quietly, subtly, you're giving permission. You're proving it's okay to be imperfect and still try. The world doesn't just need your success. It needs your example. You started scared, uncertain, maybe late, but you started. And now, you're closer to the life that once felt impossible. Every single thing that changed started with that one imperfect first step. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to begin. And when you do, the path appears. The strength finds you. And the future finally starts catching up to you.